Channel, welcome. Right, this video you're about to watch is a preview only of the new full instructional guide I just finished. To make this 9-stone cluster ring, it's got a large round centre and surrounded by 8 smaller round stones. That's what I call a cluster ring. The design is a continuation of the previous full instructional guide, which is available in full for free on YouTube. Check out the previous videos I've uploaded. That was a no stones cluster ring. This is essentially built the same way, but it's a lot more difficult with the stones in their correct positions. You've got the set edge on top, and it's all cut out and shaped on the back, with the split shoulders as well. So a lot more difficult, but essentially made in a very, very similar way. So I recommend you check out that first video before attempting this. Difficulty level, on the scale of cluster rings, I'm calling it 2 out of 10. That's still a relatively simple one to make. They get really difficult if you want them to be. So I'd say good beginner, a skillful beginner jeweler or intermediate level, you could have a go and successfully make that, I reckon. But you've got to work carefully. Accuracy is really important when you start putting lots of stones together. Yeah, so if you want to check out this video, you need to become a Diamond Mouter patron. There's a link in the description, but basically it's patron.com/Diamond Mouter. You become a patron, you get access to new YouTube videos 2 weeks before they go public on YouTube. You'll get you get your name shouted out on the next upload after you join, and then the classic and official patrons will get access to all the full instructional guides. So there's like literally 30 odd of them now. The latest one is to make this one, and as you can see, there's no stone set in that. There's the mount only. I did give a bit of advice about setting afterwards, but this full instructional guide is only for making that mount. So if you want to become a patron, that's awesome. You not only get all the benefits of previously mentioned, but you're also enabling me to continue this channel, because I was a professional jeweler for over 20 years in London. I had really good experience, really good training, working for very skilled jewelers, and then also working for very fussy customers. So it was a really good experience to get my skill up as much as possible. And the only reason I've got opportunity to make videos for this channel, because most people like me would just continue to work full-time as a professional jeweler. I married a Japanese lady and now living in Japan, so I want to keep my skills alive and put them all my experience to good use by sharing everything I learned. So that's what this channel's about. So if you want to become a patron, it enables me to continue doing so. Or you become a Diamond Mouter member. If not, just watch, enjoy, and yeah, I hope you join me on future uploads. So let's get into it. Preview only, link in description, patron.com/Diamond Mouter. Hope to see you there. Bye. Next level up difficulty cluster ring. Add in stones now. I'm going to make it in a similar way to the first one, but this one's got stones added. But I'm still keeping the simplicity in mind. So I like these solid whizzers because you can paper things at the exact angle you want. Make the disc nice and round, mark the center, get these 4 lines, and then from the center I use my dividers to draw some circles around it. But can you see that? Fully filled up inside, and then that nice bead edge around the outside. That's what I wanted. And this is something that was practiced on the no stones version, which, looking at the comments on the YouTube video, seemed to have confused a few people. Yeah, what it is, we cut in, and then I was talking about using the files to scoop around, little rounded sides, either side of it. That is doing this, that's cutting around the stones. That's what I was talking about in that last video. So now we get to do it for real. Okay, so it's sitting much closer now. So I left this a little bit rough and ready, a little bit heavy around the outside. It's because this stage, we're sort of going to be hitting that edge with a file again, so you want a little bit of space. If you've gone maximum thinness, it gets difficult doing this, so it's nice to have a bit of extra chunk. You can work a bit faster. Safety back. So to show you what I'm doing here, we can see it's a flat plate, yeah, we cut holes out of it, and those flats are not the most beautiful thing, so I'm sort of making those thinner by increasing the length of the grooves I'm putting in between the cutouts. So it's just looking a bit more feminine, a bit more nice looking. And then what I may do is actually just round these off more. I think I will. Once I've neatened up the holes nicely, that was a bit rough look. Once I've neatened up the holes a bit more, and then may start to round this right off. But then you want to file right up to the point, but without reducing the point, so almost leaving like a sliver of untouched metal right on the top, and that way you know you're not reducing the height of it. Once you've done a few of these, you've got confidence. You can really quickly shape up a ring and make it look much better. A bit more friendly for strength and design. But it's nice if you can cut out a decent amount, but you haven't got to go mental and go right down, and then you're just making parts of it really thin unnecessarily. So that's sort of what I'm doing. Look, it's a little bit thicker on the top than the bottom. It's these finishing touches where you've got to do everything accurately. You have to slow right down, start working really carefully. So I'm going to try and hold this in position and then show you with magnification how it's fitting in there. You can see it goes to a point and that point just sits in the groove. That's what I've been trying to do. Just add strength, there's an extra bit of quality, less solder to use, and it'll flood better, fill up the join will be stronger. So yeah, it's worth taking the time to get these. Okay, heating up the head. Oh, it's going. Okay, we got it. Just went around it with the usual tools, whizzers, paper discs, rubber wheels, just freshened out using the exact same burrs I did to open up the holes, just sort of zinged around the inside of them again just to make them look a bit more sharp and nice. If that's all polished and all cut up nicely, it'll just look like this shiny shape on top. It'll be quite an amazing ring if that was all properly done. So yeah, there you go.